Okay, there's the sound of the siren for the start of the third quarter. The ball's thrown in there. The ball goes up high. Big cruiser in the ruck there, up against Long. It comes down to Martin. He drives the ball down over half forward. Now there's a free kick here. It's going back to number 3 in Withers. Lincoln Withers has got the free kick right in the middle of the ground. Okay, he sums up his options and he goes long. He goes straight down to the hot spot. The big men go at it. Big punch away by Moore at the back of the pack there. Oh, Epping work it beautifully to the far side for the fast little man in number 54, but he slips over, but he goes back. He's got some reinforcements there. They get it onto the left boot. They get it up the half forward. There's a shove in the back to MacLeod. Play goes on as Epping work the ball into the centre of the ground through La Rossi. Oh, they lose then control of the ball. The players go back in. Hard Knock comes out to Long. He gets a quick handball over looking for Duck Doty. He's bustled out of the way there by Moore. No, Vespremi goes over too as Epping worked the ball out of defence beautifully, and oh, they position that kick. They go back inside beautifully to Daniel Moore, the experienced Moore. He goes wide and spotted up a player 60 metres from goal on the far side, and he chips the ball further forward to a nice lead up there by Josh Staveley. Very nice play there by Epping. Early stages, third quarter. Epping going left the screen, the Rosanna Bowling Club end. Comes in, shoots for goal. Oh, looks nice off the boot, but not nice enough. It's up close to goal. There's a big punch away there by MacLeod. They work the ball out of defence. It comes to Bluey Clark. Oh, he goes back inside. He's done very well. He's spotted up. O'Brien. O'Brien comes down from back flank. He gets a handball back inside looking for Clark. Missed the mark on that occasion. Epping players in there. They're winning the ball at ground level. They've done well here, but they're going backwards to go forwards. They get the ball to, might have been Clark or Wood there from Epping. It's Shane Wood. In the road there is Painter. He's done very well. And he spotted up Duck Doty on his own on the wing position. And he chips a little ball forward to Scooter White. Now he's marked right on the 45-metre arc on the far side of the ground, the Grove Road side of the ground. Now he'll be kicking from close on 50 metres, favoured by what we describe as just a wafting breeze at this stage to the Heidelberg end. Yeah, Scooter fancies his chances here, so let's see how he goes. He comes in deliberately, nice kick off the boot. Not quite nice enough. No problems with the distance, but it's just missed to his near side, and it's through for a behind. So one more point on the scoreboard to MacLeod, and they go to 10 goals, 10, 52. Oh, here's a turnover here. There's a chance for a kick on goal, and it might have been Scooter White there picking it up again. It is, and he's just done the reverse inside out punt kick, and it's boomerang through for a goal. Was that Scooter White or was it Shaw? Scooter White. Kane Shaw very excited about it all. He's down the forward line on that occasion. He's repositioned himself to his centre half back spot as the ball makes its way back to the centre bounce. As MacLeod get their 8th goal of the day on the scoreboard. They go to 8 goals, 10-58, leading the visitors 4 goals, 7-31. Up goes Big Cruz and a ruck. Ball comes to ground level. Scramble kick forward by Martin on that occasion, looking for Vespremi. Plays in hard there, and the ball succeeds in being neutralised there. Some people in the crowd very animated, yelling for all sorts of reasons. Okay, the umpire just calls for a ball up. Epping trying to work the ball out of defence there. Oh, Withers went in hard there, and the man they call H is at ground level in Sievers. And we've got Sayers in the ruck now. Against this Cruiser and Moore in there. It came to Story. He gave a hospital hand pass to his teammate, and it's intercepted by the Epping players. Now there's a free kick here to number 21 in Daniel Santoro. In the centre of the ground, he chips to his teammate, which goes through the centre of the ground. Next handball forward. No, he's put his teammate under great pressure there. The ball comes out to Vez Premier. He goes back in hard there. All players going very hard there. Eventually Long bursts his way through, got the ball to Withers. He's bundled out of the way. Epping get the ball further forward. Up goes Big Moore and he's taken a nice mark. Now Moore's marked 45 metres out from goal, kicking from about 50 metres, kicking into a slight breeze. He's looking for someone to please lead up for me. Eventually he just kicks to the hot spot, delivers that nicely, but in the road there is big Brad Leggett. He's taken a nice mark. He's got the ball out to the wing position to Sayers. 50! To Sayers. Now, the Epping players ran over the mark and the umpire, and they all call it 50 metres, but the players want nothing of that. Eventually it comes down to half forward where Moore's in the road, Wood I should say, number 35, the man who's losing his hair as life takes its toll on him. Number 35 there. They work the ball to the outer side. The Epping players, they get it to Bolger. And the man they call Bolger gets the ball forward along the boundary line. It works its way up towards the Bruce McDonald scoreboard, and it's over the line and out of bounds.
Was either a play on or 50?
Yes, you look back on that decision there and say, well, it's either play on or it's 50 or... Yeah, in the end it was neither. The umpire just had Sayers go back and take his kick. Lovely tackle laid there by Withers. It come out too long. He got it over to Painter. He went further forward, the handball looking for Martin. Ball's now just lost in transition. There's players going in hard there everywhere. Eventually, Duck Doty comes with a screw kick out from goal. So got on his right foot and put it on the outside of the boot and screwed around and just missed to the his left-hand side of the goalpost. As Epping bring the ball out to the pavilion side of the ground, they spotted up Leslie Adams. He's a nice player, Leslie Adams. He gets the ball further forward, but in the road there was Kane Shaw. More good handball there from Painter. Got it to Story. Gets on his left foot. He drives up and he has spotted the man they call Tuzi. Story. Two-story Tuzi, yeah. Okay, they get it out to the far side there, and it looks like Scooter White has taken a nice mark. And he'll go back and have another shot on goal. McLeod's goal kicking today has been rather errant.
Now who's this going in?
Well, looks like Scooter White. Kicks the ball and has no problems whatsoever in popping that one through for a goal. The 9th goal of the day to MacLeod, and they go out now to a sizable lead. They go to 9 goals, 11 leading the visitors on 4 goals, 7. It's probably the biggest margin of the day at this stage. 5 goals, 4 lead. Okay, at ground level there it comes down to Lincoln Withers, who's in there first, and he's all tied up. Then we'll go again with the ball up. Ground level again, players go in there. Eventually it's first forward by, and comes to Martin. He goes back in hard. He got a nice handball out there. Might have been Woodhams on that occasion. There's some nice handball there by MacLeod, but now they've missed the mark, and in the road there is the Epping player. He gets it back in the centre of the ground. He's only succeeded in spotting up Sievers, who drives the ball down to full forward area, and there's a nice mark taken there by Kahal Kaur. Now Kaur's marked the ball 25 metres out from goal on a slight angle. He'll have no problems with the distance. It's just the accuracy. Kaur comes in and he's popped that one through for a goal. So MacLeod's really starting to get a wriggle on now. They get their 10th goal of the day. They get to go on to 10 goals 11. Make that 71. Leading Epping on 4 goals, 7-31. So it's blown out to a 40-point lead now to MacLeod. We're about 10 minutes into the third quarter. Long back in the ruck now. We've got ground level, we've got Vez Premium, we've got Lincoln with us, and we've got Scooter White in there. Eventually came out to the man they call H. They've got him over to, looks like it might have been Woodhams on that occasion. They get the ball to Powell. He's gone this way, that way. He's put a nice handball out in front of Clark. He's all wrapped up there. He's brought to ground level. Oh, the man Wood goes in hard there for Epping. They get a kick away, but it's well smothered there by Woodhams, and it's over the line and out of bounds right in front of the MacLeod pavilion here. The big men go at it in the ruck, but there comes the ground level. Oh, Epping player all wrapped up there. They're able to work the ball. Some nice handball, but it's going nowhere in a hurry. Eventually they get a scramble kick up to the middle of the ground, but waiting back there is Seavers, who was able to take the easiest of marks. They get the ball eventually to Henkel. He's gone bang straight to the hot spot, which puts the pressure on the Epping defence. They try and battle through for a behind, but eventually it comes back in. Still in play, and a scramble kick by Core just results in it going through for another behind 1 point to MacLeod. MacLeod now go out to a 41-point lead. So we're about halfway through the third quarter. Oh, beautiful kicking by Epping there. Spotted up a man at half back in number 4, who's all wrapped up there. That was Simon Kafalis. The umpire will have nothing of a free kick to MacLeod. So having the Epping player caught in possession, and then calls for a ball up. Scramble kick out by Epping, but in the road there is Captain Kane Shaw, and he kicks the spot, kicks the ball absolutely perfectly to a lead up there by the clever small man in Scooter White. Now, White's marked the ball 44 metres from goal, directly in front. And he's gone back to the centre wicket area. He comes in, he'll be kicking from about 50 metres out, directly in front. Looks good off the boot. Oh, it's a nice kick. It is a very, very nice kick, and it's gone straight through for a goal. White's got right onto that one, and he's gone bang. It was it's gone through a good 5 minutes. It was a good 55-metre kick by White. Excellent kick. And MacLeod's really getting a rattle on now. Now they've got their 11th goal of the day up on the scoreboard. Okay, ball back at the centre bounce. Epping go forward here to half forward, but on the road there is Captain Kane Shaw comes to ground level. Totino's in there for Epping. Leslie Adams is in there too. Eventually it comes out too, and he's all wrapped up there was Josh Staveley. Then they eventually work the ball further forward, but in the way there was Woodhams, and then it gets it over to the man they call Bluey, the man with the red hair. He gets it up to the wing position to Sayers, who runs around on his left foot. He then goes back inside, and he spotted up O'Brien, who's burst through the centre. He spots up someone further down, but he's only succeeded in spotting up big Bolger. And Bolger transverses the play to the outer side of the ground. He spotted up his teammate deep in the back pocket. His teammate then goes back inside, and they're under pressure deep in defence here, the Epping boys, and they've only succeeded in working it back to Bolger, back from whence it came in the back pocket here at the Winton Oval. And Bolger then only succeeds in kicking into the man on the mark. The pressure, you can see the pressure building. Pressure. And eventually a mistake occurred by the Epping defence there. And Bolger just succeeded in kicking the man on the mark, who said thank you very much, ran on his left, his favoured left there, the big fella in Sayers, and he went bang, and it's another goal. What's that?
Those kicks into the man in the mark of the goal square is a coach killer, if you know what I mean.
Well, the pressure built, Terry, and then it all happened, yeah. And that was the big nail in the coffin. It's really starting to put this game beyond doubt of who may end up the victor here at Winton Park. Okay, the ball comes to ground level. We've got Withers in there doing some heavy work at ground level. They come forward for MacLeod, or now it's forced out to the wing position by the Epping guys, but the MacLeod guys are starting to get a little bit more confidence here. All long, the big fella's got the ball this time. His handball went up in the air to no one, and particularly goes back in again. Oh, it's Epping players, they burst from the wing position. The player takes one bounce. There might be the little number 54. He's done very well, that fella, today. But in the road there is Martin, and Martin's done very well as they get the ball through Toosie out towards Bluey Clark. Oh, he's quick, Bluey, on the way. There's Kidd, he's done well for his team. He spun this way, he spun that way. He's got the ball back to Woodhams at all. Woodhams is tackled very, very heavily by number 4 in Simon Kafalis, and the umpire calls for a ball up. Notice Martin playing a bit in defence here today, and he's a very good defender, that lad. Does very well. Okay, ball comes to ground level, and it's Toosie. Toosie handballs backwards. The umpire says you interfere with it, you can have a free kick. So Toosie's got the ball deep in the back flank, brings the ball down just over the area of the coach's box here. Powell pushed out Cruiser there. The umpire had nothing of giving a free kick away. I think he just probably missed it all. And it goes out wide. There's some, Epping's got possession of the ball there, but O'Brien with a double effort by O'Brien, and then the MacLeod guys are tackling well there. They're putting extreme pressure on the Epping players there, and eventually they work the ball through Shaw to Withers, and then back to might have been Henkel on that occasion. They work the ball then to Painter. He goes back inside. His kick's smothered. But it's backed up there by Long, but his kick's smothered. Now they work the ball. They come in the middle of the ground and they spot up Martin. He dashes down to centre forward, but his kick's smothered. But they're relentless, the MacLeod boys. They're putting huge pressure on the Epping defence, and it's going backwards, and the pressure mounts, and it ends in the arms of a Cahalcor, and he goes bang. What you saw there was just fantastic pressure by the MacLeod players. They were relentless. They were making mistakes, but they were backing each other up and going again and again and again and again. And eventually it ended up in the arms of Cahalcor, and he just popped it through to finish off all the good work of his teammates.
Who passed it to Cahal?
Oh, who passed it to Cahal? I don't know. There was a lot of players involved in that passage play. It was really good, relentless forward pressure by the Cloud players. Back in the middle of the ground, we've got Withers going in hard there at ground level. Painter gets a handball out to Sayers. He's all wrapped up. Play goes on. It comes the little fella in number 54. Has done really well for Epping. He gets the ball up to half forward. There's a nice lead up mark there by Garland. Now Garland's got the ball 50 metres out from goal. He drives the ball up high. It's high. Up go the big players. Oh, there's a very, very good mark in front of the pack there by the big fella in Bolger. The man they call Bolger because his name is Bolger. His name is Sean Bolger, number 49. Now he's lining up shooting for goal, just kicking from about 15, 18 metres out from goal on a slight angle. Comes in and has no trouble whatsoever in popping that front through for a goal. So Epping get one back against the trend there. They get their 5th for the day. They go to 5 goals, 7. Make that 37, trailing MacLeod 13-12 and 90. We're about no time clock here today. One would think that we're about 20 minutes in to the second quarter. And we've got Mr. Leggett down there taking some photos of some nice looking equipment there, Terry, today.
Nice and vintage.
Yeah, okay. Now, the big men go at it. It's tapped further forward by Lincoln Withers and comes to ground level, and there's another ball up. Okay. Sayers in there. Epping players in there fighting hard. It's kicked forward by MacLeod. comes out towards Richard Andrew. Oh, he's brushed aside, and in fact he then only succeeds in putting a hand over the shoulder of the Epping player, and it's a free kick to the little fella in number 35, who's Shannon Civarella. Shannon Civarella goes wide. He spotted up Shane Ward, who drives it up over the centre wing, and it's a beautiful kick, and spotted up his teammate at just forward at centre on the outer side of the ground there. He drives it up to the pocket looking for whoever he can find, and he may have found Bolger. No, Bolger just couldn't quite hold on at this occasion at ground level. The Epping players working the ball there, close to the boundary line, or MacLeod guys applying pressure. Or eventually it comes out to Garland. He's got a chance here. He gets a handball over his teammate, who has a real chance of scoring a goal there, but he has missed absolutely everything. It's a free kick to MacLeod. Deep in the back pocket, they drive down to the back flank looking for O'Brien. O'Brien up there at ground level, little number 54 again. Oh, he's well tackled there. There's no free kick to MacLeod on this occasion. O'Brien's in there. Oh, it comes to ground level. Very well done by Lincoln Withy. He got a soccer off the ground there. Eventually they got it out to Henkel. He wastes no time. He drives it to the hot spot where it's bouncing in front of Long. He's shoved out of the way. Oh, Cahal Core goes back in hard and lays a very, very heavy tackle on the Epping player close to the boundary line there, and it's over the line for a throw-in. Okay, ball in the air, comes down to Tontino. He misses what he would have liked to have gotten there. Comes out to Shane Wood. Oh, he's fighting hard, Shane Wood. He's been under huge pressure here today. Eventually it comes down to number 2 in Luke LaRossi, and he's given a free kick. He drives the ball up in the middle of the ground. Oh, up went Woodham's high, couldn't quite hold on. Comes to Tontino. He's bouncing once, he's bouncing twice. It's a magnificent tackle there by the MacLeod defender. Toolsy, he ran down the Epping player there, and he delivers a beautiful kick down to half forward. He spotted up Henkel. He's taken one bounce. He tries to run around the man there. He gets a handball to his teammate. They're fiddling a little bit. Here comes the Vez Premi. He goes inside. He gets the ball up to half forward where, at the ground level, it's all Epping there. Epping player tries to barge his way through MacLeod players there. And that was Daniel Santoro, number 21, and as a result, he's all wrapped up, and the umpire, Tony Haynes, throws the ball high in the air. Long gets possession there, gets a handball out to, it come out to Story in the end. Then it comes to Withers, and he's all wrapped up. Someone's got one of his arms, so he's only got one left, so it's very hard to handball when you only got one arm. Okay, umpire throws the ball in the air again. Ashley Withers went for the tap out on that occasion. He does a lot of heavy work as an inside midfielder, Withers. Okay. There's a ball up there, is punched away on this occasion by Henkel. Comes out to Epping players. Now here's a chance for him to go forward for Luke LaRossi. They get the ball up to half forward. Good play there by... Oh, excellent play there. See the tackle there laid by Sayers.
Someone's going to get hurt.
Went unrewarded. And he really threw that player in hard into the ground there. We've got Lincoln Withers leaving the field here for a breather.
See, this one I mean, they're not going to call it.
Now, what's happening here? Umpires is enlighten me, Terry. What's going on here? Why are they stopping?
Blood rule, I'd say.
There's a blood rule happening when both clubs are taking the chance to make numerous changes here.
Can't be long.
And we've got about 20 players ringing the area where the next ball up will take place. And we're deep into the third quarter here. Ball thrown in the air as play recommences. Comes down to the little fellow LaRossi. He drives up with a nice kick up to the full forward position, and there's a nice mark going back there by, it looks like, Garland, and he's marked right in the goal square. Just a couple of metres out from goal. He goes back and he pops that straight through, and the ball goes through, and it slams into the brickwork just above the Rosanna Bowling Club sign there. Someone scuffling around there in DeBerg Court has found the ball and has retrieved it with a beautiful punt kick back over the foliage in the work site there, as the umpires bring the ball and run it up to the centre, with MacLeod leading 13-12-90. The visitors 6 goals 7-43. Okay, the central umpire throws the ball high in the air. The big men go at it. Came down to Santoro. There's a kick off the ground by Painter, and he's got it up to half forward. There's a lead up there by the young fella Patrick Martin. Now he's marked at 45 metres from goal. He's going to kick for goal 50 metres out, with an advantage of a wafting breeze behind him. He comes in, looks very good off the boot. Very good off the boot. He's very happy about that, and it's through for a goal. So the 14th goal of the day goes to MacLeod. A lovely kick that by Martin.
Knows how quick Michael is on the scoreboard over the other side there?
Oh, Mickey's quick. He's quick.
It's always there before the ball's moving.
He's quick. He's very confident what the end result will be, Mickey. So he knows the numbers, and bang, they're there. And they're reading 14 goals, 12-96.
Makes Kevin work a lot easier if they put the scoreboard up to date before the ball's bounced.
Yeah, it's almost electronic, Terry, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's electric.
Electric. Mickey is just electric today in working that scoreboard. We may not need the digital scoreboard. Who needs it when we've got Mickey? That is fantastic. And the opposition remain on 6 goals, 7-43. As Epping try and work the ball out of the centre, and they get a mark here just forward to the centre to the little hard-working man in La Rossi. He drives the ball up to half forward. The ball is bouncing here for Simon Kafalis. They go back inside to the fast little man in number 54. He goes this way, that way. There's a nice tackle there laid by Henkel. Oh, they're forcing the Epping guys further and further into defence. So there's a few players slipping over there. Richard Andrew just fell over. And eventually we've got, might have been Sayers, he got the ball out to his teammate. They've worked it further forward. It came to Martin. He's gone back in this way, back away. He's gone to Henkel. They've passed it further down, looking for and finding Scooter White. And the umpire, everyone can see there's a mark there to Scooter White. Everyone can see it, but the umpire says, no mark, we'll call play on. We'll call play on, and so it's play on, and the umpire it's all wrapped up, and we'll call for a ball up. So, as we have that ball up on the outer side there on the forward pocket for MacLeod, the siren sounds the three-quarter time of MacLeod leading 14-12-96, Epping 6-7-43. Let's go to the break. Oh my God. Roll. Let's go. Here we go on the start of the last quarter at Winton Park. MacLeod with a very sizable lead here. 14 goals, 12-96 to the visitors. Epping on 6-7-43. Okay. We've got Bluey Clark playing for MacLeod. Bluey Clark playing for MacLeod today, wearing number 8. Knows very well. Not sure if he's available each week though. As MacLeod get the ball to half forward, handball there by Scooter White, intercepted by the Epping players. Now it comes out to Martin. He dashes from the wing position. A lovely kick up to half forward. He spotted up Powell. He goes inside and unselfishly has got it across to Hamish Painter. Now Painter's marked 40 metres from goal. He's looking here, he's looking there for a lead up. He can't get it. So he says, I better have a shot for goal. He shoots, it's going to come up short, it's right up into the goal square. Now there's a mark here to Powell. Everyone just looked and thought, there can't be a mark to anyone, is there? And there was, it was Powell. So Powell's got a couple of possessions here within about 30 seconds. And he's shooting for goal at the Rosanna Bowling Club end of the ground. So Powell comes in, taking his time. It's a nice kick by Powell, and he has popped it through for a goal. Too sure how many he's got today. He's got at least a couple. So there's the 15th goal of the day for MacLeod, and Mickey's working the scoreboard, and you see the scoreboard now ticking up over the 100 mark. It's gone. MacLeod has gone on to 102, leading the visitors 43. Now back at the centre bounce here, we've got the little fella Luke LaRossi, who's done very well for Epping today, in at the centre bounce there. MacLeod boys there in Long and Painter and Withers. Oh, the speedy little man, number 54, breaks from the centre for Epping. Well, they go well. Oh, it's 54 again. He's very, very quick, this lad. They work the ball to half forward. Then they come inside. Well, good play there by Epping. And they've got the ball to Daniel Moore, who's marked 35 metres out from goal on a tight angle. Moore kicking from that deep pocket, Grove Road side of the ground. He comes in deliberately. Looks nice off the boot, but not quite nice enough on this occasion, and it's missed to his near side, so one further point to the visitors. Epping, they go to 6 goals, 8:44, trailing MacLeod 102 as MacLeod bring the ball in. That's the little fella in Hayden Seavers. He brings the ball out to the centre wing. Was a nice mark taken by O'Brien. He gets it over to Bluey Clark, who pushes his opponent aside. Bounces the ball once, drives it up over half forward. It was a favourable bounce coming towards Long. He shoots for goal. It's gone high, up and up and up and then down. Misses everyone. Painter's in there at ground level. Oh, someone else has fallen over. Not too sure who it was. Might have been Martin. Was it? Not sure on that occasion. And the umpires call for a ball up. We have had absolutely numerous ball ups. Might have been Duck Doherty on that occasion, and Doherty in the ruck on this occasion, but it's won by Epping. They come away from defence and they work the ball beautifully to Simon Califalis in the middle of the ground. He goes then wide looking for a man running through the centre there in number 17, but he can't get control of the ball. Sayers has done really well. He applies the shepherd and allows MacLeod to get the ball out of the defence there through Dave Adams. They get the ball up to, might have been Withers on that occasion. Withers goes a little wider and spotted up to Vez Premi. Vez Premi brings the ball looking to get it up to the hot spot. He spots Long, and Long has taken a comfortable mark at the true centre half forward position. A finger tipping mark to Long. Now, Long is kicking from about 40 metres out directly in front.
You want to call it?
We'll call it.
We'll call it the goal?
We'll call it a goal. No, we won't call it a goal. We won't go that far, Terry. Not calling it a goal. We'll give him a chance of getting a goal here. That's what we'll do at this stage. A good chance. He's directly in front, kicking from about 40 metres. Distance won't be a problem. Well, he goes up and under, and too much up and under, so distance is a problem. Now, MacLeod player is flying high there. Might have been Powell. He's come down really hard, and was it Powell? No, it may not be Powell. I'm not sure, but he has hurt himself, and he's slowly finding his feet there. In the middle of the ground there, we've got Sayers going in hard there. We've got number 1, Matthew Dornot gets a free kick in the middle of the ground. Chips across to his teammate. Okay, so we've got Jared Tilley right in the middle of the ground, gets on his left foot. It's a beautiful kick down to the hot spot. The big men go out. It's a punch away by Story. Oh, it's picked up nicely there by number 17 for Epping, and that's Bo Dalkas, and he has snapped on goal, and it is through for a goal to Epping. They get their 7th of the day. They go to 7 goals 8, trailing MacLeod 15 goals 12.
It might have been Cahal that came in before.
Someone come off, have they?
No, sorry. So I'm sitting back and full forward now.
Is that core at full forward now, is it?
Yeah. Spent a bit of time on the...
He came down very hard, didn't he? Okay, the MacLeod player who came down very heavily before we think was Cahal Core. He seems to be recovered and he's just gathering his breath and senses in the goal square there as the big men go at it after that goal. Okay, it comes down to Withers. He handballs the ball further forward, come to White. He goes back inside. And the umpire spotted up that White's been taken high there. And there's a free kick to White. At half forward. Now White runs around on his left foot. He drives the ball up to the hot spot. Here's a chance for MacLeod. The big men go at it. It's punched to ground level. Oh, there's a nice tackle there laid by the MacLeod players. Oh, Cahal Core lays a magnificent tackle on Epping player in Daniel Moore, and it's a free kick to MacLeod. Player 25 metres out from goal, directly in front. And the recipient of that will be Cahal Core.
Knuckle down, go.
Now we've got Cahal Core shooting for goal here at the bowling club end of the ground.
Set up, set up.
And he has missed to his right.
Yeah, he must be a little bit soft.
There's another miss there by MacLeod today. Look at their 13th behind for the day. Okay, MacLeod ringing the changes here. You've got Painter coming off for a spell. Clark coming off for a spell. We've got Richard Andrew come back onto the field.
Yeah, about there, where they can't hit it short.
Okay.
Tell Lincoln to go deeper.
Epping about to bring the ball back into play. There's a big huddle here at centre half back. They're looking at getting the ball and they're going down towards Kruzov. It's a shocking kick out from fullback, but it's bouncing. Comes to ground level, players in hard. They're all bursting away. Looks like Dave Adams there, and he goes to the hot spot and he spotted up Henkel. Now he's been interfered, he's been taken front on there, and the umpire says you can't do that, and it's a free kick to Henkel. He's getting some words of encouragement by Powell there. And Powell just sneaks away into the forward pocket, sitting on his own. Eventually an Epping player says, oh, Carl, I'll trot across and pick you up. As Henkel comes in, kicking from 40 metres out directly in front. Looks good off the boot. Oh, and he has just missed. I'd say that probably went directly over the goalpost there. Anyway, he has missed. It's another behind to MacLeod. Okay, Epping worked the ball out of defence. They're doing it ever so slowly today. Slow. MacLeod's defensive game's just totally shut down Epping today. They're just unable to get any semblance of run, hardly any stages today. They get the ball to Bo Dalkas deep in the back pocket, right in front of the practice wicket area. He drives the ball with just a tumble punt up to and finding Bolger. So the big fella in Simon Bolger's marked the ball. He drives the ball down over centre wing, where leading the race for the ball there is Joel Kidd, and he goes back and takes the easiest of marks. Uncontested at half back. He goes inside looking for and finding Vez Premi. He goes to the ground after a bit of a heavy hit there. It seems that he may have suffered perhaps a bit of a corky. He's chipped the ball over to his captain in Kane Shaw, who was interfered with as a 50-metre penalty. Shaw runs up through the centre wicket area, and the umpire is being he's pretty generous there, 50 metres. Anyway, Shaw handballs the ball to Withers, who chips the ball forward, gets the ball up to up to a dangerous position, the hot spot, and Scooter White's taken the easiest of marks there. 25 metres out from goal, directly in front. So MacLeod have another chance on goal here. They've already missed about 3 shots, very gettable shots this quarter at this end. We'll see how Scooter White goes on this occasion. He runs in, shoots for goal, and he has no problems belting that one through for a goal. The 16th goal of the day to MacLeod. They go to 16-14 to Epping on 7 goals 8.
Oh, good on ya, good on ya.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a change happening here in the ruck position. We've got Brad Leggett, who was fullback all day, has gone into the ruck, just having a bit of a run for a bit of
Scooters kick 5.
bit of education there for Brad Leggett. A bit of freedom from the fullback position. Scooter White's been in everything today, and he's actually kicked 5 goals at this point. Okay, ball goes forward. There's a magnificent mark there taken by the man they call H in Sievers. Got the ball eventually through Kidd across to O'Brien. He goes back inside with a handball to Lincoln Withers. He gets a quick handball over to Sievers. He goes further forward looking for Martin. Backing up there is Vez Premi, but he run back into a bit of trouble. His handball is overturned, but all the players are going in hard there now. Here's a chance for Epping on the rebound there, but in the way there it might have been on that occasion. It was Sayers. Eventually O'Brien got a handball back to his teammate. They then get the ball out to Kane Shaw. He's all on his own, just waiting for the ball to bounce up nicely for him. Then takes one bounce from half back. Then he goes back inside. Then he handballs to, it might have been, and it was, Duck Doherty. He gets the ball up to half forward looking for Scooter White, but the ball
Push back and get your rest.
has actually come off his boot and gone over on the full. It's a free kick to Epping, deep into the fence. They bring the ball back and over to Daniel Moore. He runs through half back. He drives up over the centre position. But in the way there is the man they call H in Sievers. He picks up a badly bouncing ball. He then runs around the fast little man, number 54, and delivers a magnificent kick to Richard Andrew. They get the ball to Martin. They get the ball back to Withers. He runs on his left foot and he goes bang with a kick for goal. It's very, very close, and it's just touched through. Some good ball handling there by the MacLeod boys. The young Sievers fella, he was in everything. You can see they're fit and well trained and well drilled, the MacLeod lads. They just need to get that kicking on goal straightened up a bit, and they'll be getting some good scores on the board. The ball come out from the back area and was marked there nicely by Clark. It come to Vez Premier. They've gone inside. They're lining up for it here now. The big fella, Leggett, bursts from the centre. He drives up to the hot spot. There's a big lead up there by the MacLeod player. Might have been Power, might have been Vez Premier. No, it was Core. Players go back in hard. It comes then to Henkel. And Henkel shoots up towards goal and off the hands of the players there and through for another behind. So MacLeod peppering the goals here, and the scoreboard's ticking over, and it's going tick, 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 and it's now up to 112 points, leading the visitors Epping on 50. And we're getting deeper and deeper into the last quarter. Not much to go now. Beautiful kick out by Epping. They go to the far side, the Grove Road side. In the way there might have been Henkel on that occasion. He's brushed aside as the Epping players do very well. They burst through the centre. They get the ball to the little fella in Luke LaRossi. He's a very good little player, this guy. But he's a bit undecided at this stage. He goes back and then he goes, we'll go to the hot spot. And he's gone to the hot spot, all right. He's gone to the magnificent kick. And it's through for a goal. So there's one against the trend. A nice goal to Epping. They get their 8 for the day. They are on 8-8, trailing MacLeod 16-16. So MacLeod with exactly the Epping score lead. 8 goals 8.
You work either side to the space and get him to hit you in one-on-one.
How long's gone, Joff?
We're 16 minutes into the last quarter. I hear someone yell out, okay, from the centre bounce. Epping come away with the ball beautifully. Gets the number 33 and he kicks the ball down to a fast lead. There's arguably a shove in the back. Notice not plays going on. Comes the ground level. Totino's in there for for Epping. Eventually there is a heavy bump on a Epping player, that occasion by Withers. The umpire didn't like it and said you can have a free kick. Okay, there's a nice kick down towards the hot spot in front of goal. Oh, over the head of, might have been Adams on that occasion. Eventually it came out to Leggett. Oh, he's kicked the ball out of defence beautifully. He's got the ball out to Henkel, but he can't hold on there. They get it further forward, the Epping players, and there's a mark. There's a mark, and the umpire says she's been hustled or interfered with to some extent whilst you're marking, and they're given a 50-metre penalty, and it's through for a goal to Epping. They get their 9th on the scoreboard for the day. They go to 9 goals 8.
2 minutes.
Make that 62. Charlie MacLeod 16-16, 1-1-2.
I did a training there.
Look at he's missed one, hasn't he?
Okay, now back at the centre bounce, the big boys go at it. Comes down to no one in particular. Oh, it comes down to a fast little man in number 54. Gets a kick down to half forward. Leslie Adams is in there. He's got a nice handball back to his teammate there. Then they run in. They have a shot on goal by number 1 there, but he's missed everything. And the umpire says... the umpire says it's a free kick for pushing back. And there's advantage given here to Epping, and they get another goal. They put that through for a goal, their 10th for the day.
You're a cheater! Best cheating I've seen from an umpire. Blatant. 28-5. How good a day are you having?
Okay, ball back in the centre square. The big man go at it.
You know it, Epping. Obviously someone.
Ball gets to half forward. Players go in there.
Joe.
Players going in hard here. The ball just forward to centre and Epping's way. Comes to Kane Shaw. He's done well here. He gets a chip kick up towards the centre. Oh, Epping player tackled heavily there. Play goes on. Oh, it's very, very scrambly here at the minute.
What minute mark are we? What minute mark are we?
Oh,
5 to go. How can you go? Oh, probably 8 minutes to go.
what did he say with the minute mark? Okay, Epping fighting on valiantly here. Through more, they work the ball to half forward. Ball at ground level. Eventually there's a snap on goal. Oh, there's a scramble kick forward there, but it's marked in defence by Kidd. He delivers the ball beautifully out to Martin at halfback. He bounces the ball once. He comes up past the Bruce McDonald scoreboard and he drives up the half forward looking for and finding Henkel, who's had quite a good game here today at Winton Park. Henkel moves quite well, and I think with a few more games under his belt he could be a real asset to this side. Okay, as Epping drive the ball out of defence, they've worked the ball well to little Luke Lasori. Oh, a beautiful kick by Lasori. He's got the ball to Jared Tilley. He goes inside. Good play by Epping. They get the ball further up to number 51, who is Shannon Emerton, and he is marked 40 metres out from goal, directly in front. Now he'll be kicking from about 46, 47 metres. And the ball's wobbling towards goal. It's going nowhere in a hurry, and it's then hassled through for a behind. It's Richard Andrew leaves the ground, replaced by Vez Premi. Bluey Clark drives the ball out to the outer side, looking for Kane Shaw. He flies high, it's off his hands, and a couple of other players there, and it's over the line and out of bounds. Ball come down, taken there by Lincoln Withers. He gets the handball out to his teammate. It's close to the boundary line. Withers back in there. Oh, he's under a lot of pressure there. He goes to ground. The umpire says we will have a ball up. There's a belt forward there by the Epping defenders. Comes in the hands of Kane Shaw. He gets the ball out to his teammate, who kicks it absolutely magnificently to Severs. Severs weighs up his options, gets the ball up to half forward, looking forward and finding Powell, who's taken a very nice mark. And Powell drives the ball up. A beautiful strong kick by Powell up to the hot spot, and that's battled away excellently by Shane Wood, the fullback for Epping. He's done very well today, Shane Wood. It's really dour, diligent type of defender there, that guy. Ball being thrown back into play, long in the ruck there, comes the ground level to no one in particular, and the umpire calls for another ball up. There's a big wrestle going on there between Cruiser and Long in the ruck. Comes down the ground level, and no one can possession here, and the umpire says we'll go again. We're down to 5 minutes of play left here as Painter spins this way, he spun that way, he gets a kick up to the pocket. Oh, there's a nice mark taken in the pocket there by Powell. What I do like about this man's play, he doesn't kick a huge bag of goals, but what he does, he tries very hard, puts a lot of pressure on, and always is a presence and a chance of getting possession of the ball near goal. And he's a pretty reliable kick. He comes in, he tries the reverse banana screw, but it's not good enough, and it's through for a behind.
Richie, you need to be on the little bloke so Ivy can drop back.
Okay, Epping bring the ball out. Out of defence, a beautiful kick into the outer side. Oh, the pack goes up high there. It was over the back of Bolger. McLeod get a tap out, a handball out. Here it comes to Sayers. He gets on his non-preferred foot, his right foot, but he gets still a nice little kick further up there, looking for his teammate. It came out to Vez Premi. Vez Premi lines up the goals, and he goes bang, and he has missed.
Lad setting up. Ready, Clarky?
Well, they're getting plenty of goal kicking practice, the MacLeod boys. Up to 18 behinds the day. Really caused some scoreboard damage one day when they all get on the radar together. Okay, they come out of the defence, Epping to the far side, and there's a nice belt over the line there by Dave Adams. The umpire said, hey, you did that deliberately. And there's a free kick to Epping.
I don't know, I think the umpire cut up 2 takes.
Oh, there's a big kick by Epping out of defence here. Oh, magnificent mark taken by Kahal. He then chips it further up looking for Vez Premier. He can't get, he goes to the ground hard. Sayers gets the ball, he's all tied up there, and incorrect disposal. There's a free kick to Epping. Epping drives the ball down to the forward pocket, looking for more. Moore's up there, he can't hang on this occasion. Comes down to Simon Califalis. He gets a little chip back, but only succeeds in finding Martin. He goes inside to Richard Andrew, and his little left foot chip kick only succeeds in spotting up an Epping player who goes inside to Leslie Adams. Now, Adams has marked it just forward of centre. He chips to a lead up from half forward where his teammate drops the mark. He's tackled unceremoniously. Play goes on. Eventually it comes out to Bluey Clark. He goes wide and spots up Sayers. Now Sayers is marked on the centre wing position. He delivers a beautiful kick up to Scooter White. And Scooter White, oh, he fakes to go that way, then he goes back on the outside, kicks the ball up to the full forward hotspot, and it's over the head of Powell and marked comfortably by the Epping defender, who transverses the ball to the outer side. They burst from half back. The long rangy handball to the running player out on the wing position there. Beautiful play there by Epping. They get it up to half forward. It's battled to the ground by O'Brien, and he has defused the situation, and the ball trickles over the line and out of bounds. Now we have a player here from MacLeod in Vez Premier, limping from the ground in some obvious pain. Let's hope he's not too badly injured. So there's been some injuries to MacLeod players today. The seconds we saw Porter go down, we've seen Kelly injured with a hamstring earlier in this game. We've seen Vez Premier now with what seems to be a bad injury. We'll find out about that a bit more later. So the ball's thrown back into play on the outer side. Comes down to Epping. They go this way, they go that way, they go backwards to go forward. Then they work the ball nicely to Daniel Moore. He drives the ball up to the hot spot, but he doesn't quite get it there. As a matter of fact, all he succeeds to do is get it into the forward pocket, and it bounces over the line and out of bounds. There's a poor result there from Moore, who had every chance to either shoot for goal or get it to a really dangerous spot for the MacLeod defenders. Okay, big Sayers in the ruck there. They get the ball out to O'Brien. He goes high and long, close to the boundary, and it's touched off hands over the line and out of bounds. And the siren sounds, and there's a win here at De Winton Park to MacLeod. They win 16-18, 1-1-4. The visitors Epping, 10 goals, 9 is 69. So it looks like a 40, what have we got there? We've got a 45-point win to MacLeod.
Thanks, Greg.
Oh, it's over and out for another week at De Winton Park.
Okay. Just get out of the way for the umpires. So move it.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Harry.
Nice. Well done, Gary.
Yeah. I might see you after the game.
Yep.
I
know it'll take a lot of work and stuff there,
Yep.
but I wouldn't mind getting a caption of every decision, because just in case we get him again.